Welcome back to the GumGameSage channel. Here's your host and favorite wizard,
GumGameSage.
And today he'll be counting down the top 5 picks for the most benevolent, deadliest monsters. And we begin with number 5. I wonder what rhymes with 5. Beehive? Focus.
The Cockatail. There's a lot of reasons why this monster's on this list. The first of many is that, unlike other monsters, this one prefers to gather information and withhold it for those who do good in the world, sharing it or letting others jump to conclusions before giving out for free, judging people through tests and trials, finding out their moral standing. Through magical detection of good and evil, this monster is always one step ahead, smart enough to outwit even the smartest of wizards, just clever enough to avoid detection from anything. This monster will fight, but only as a last resort. But when it does, you best run, because it will constrict you and turn you into a cube like a dice. So, beware, my friends. And it might just serve you tea, if you be nice to it. That's why the Cockatail is number 5 on this list.
Number 4. Yes, focused this time. Wait. No.
The Storm Giant. I haven't talked about this monster in a long time. This monster lives in a city, in the sky, in a cloud. This monster hurls lightning bolts at his enemies and has magical resistance and damage immunities, which is amazing. Also, unlike other creatures, this one has an intelligence unrivaled by most. And this monster is strong, capable, and an independent leader, capable of leading other giants to do his bidding for the greater good of his people and those he trusts. And those that dare come to him and harm his people are met with an untimely demise. Lightning hurled from the sky, blade held in hand, striking down his foes before they come anywhere near his homeland. And that is why the Storm Giant is number 4 on this list.
Number 3. Number 3. No, it's 3.
Solaire, and not the Dark Souls kind. Solaire is a strong and independent angel. There are only so few, but if you are unlucky enough to encounter one, and you yourself have done a great evil, then this creature will slay you in an instant, with magical weapon radiating with fury, and magic resistance, and multi-attack, and legendary actions, and the ability to heal himself should he ever be injured gravely. Solaire watches out over those who are good and those who cannot protect themselves, keeping an eye on the forces of darkness. Always, and I repeat, always, keeping the peace between all worlds. And that is why Solaire is number 3 on our list.
Number 2. Man, doing a fake voice is hard on your throat.
Empyrean. Magically imbued celestials with the ability of innate spell casting and other various features. Great stats overall, and watchers of the mortal plane. Always ready and able to help those in need. But sometimes, very rarely, once in a while, a bad apple is born from the crop, becoming a tyrannical ruler over the mortal plane. But the Empyreans know how to treat with their own kind. And that is why the Empyrean is number 2 on this list.
Here are some honorable mentions, yes. Deep gnomes. What are deep gnomes, GumGameSage?
Basically, gnomes that live in the Underdark. These gnomes are good creatures, keeping an eye after their own people, and always ready and, if able, will help those in need.
Sweet. What's our next one? Pixies?
Pixies, just like that, they're there and then they're not. They like to play pranks on others, on adventurers or wandering bandits, and it can be quite amusing to have the party get really mad because one little pixie decided to tie their shoes together.
Sounds like Crimson Dawn.
Yeah.
And finally, centaurs.
Well, actually, the funny thing is, that would happen to Crimson Dawn.
Okay, but finally, centaurs.
Centaurs? What's a centaur? Oh, right.
Half man, half horse. Question: do they have two hearts?
No.
Yeah, but what about the human heart and the horse heart and the...
No.
Okay, but why?
Centaurs are good-natured overall. They live out in the plains of wilderness and typically have a more tribal lifestyle.
Before we get back to the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, put them down in that comment box thingy down below. Also, come on, voice, get back to work. Our video starts right now. This is it, the one you've been waiting for, the one you've been on the edge of your seat for, the one that you've wanted to hear from the beginning.
Excuse me.
It's the one, the only, the number one.
The ancient brass dragon. A being who fights for justice in all things that is just, but only allows himself to battle if it is a just cause, fighting for its right, for others that are weaker than himself. This dragon rains fire down upon evildoers, and uses his claws and talons to keep hold of castles and fortresses, doing all that is just and good within his power. And when the battle is done and it is won, he returns home to his lair to rest and to thank the heavens that he's made new bonds to that age. And that is why the ancient brass dragon is number one on this list.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Now, tune in next week for our next top 5 video, which is going to be the top 5 deadliest mob creatures. Thanks and have a good night. This is GumGameSage channel signing off.